I love to help people expand their minds, heal their bodies, and feed their souls. And I thought it would be kind of fun to go on live since I barely do that. And I want to start doing that more. If I could get these apparatuses to work exactly how I want them. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you last week, I shouldn't, it was not actually, it wasn't last week, it was this week and part of last week. It was pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I had to put my money where my mouth was. All the things that I talk about here on this channel, I was doing them. I was, and it never stops. This is part of the human condition. But I tell you, I found myself more than once, more than twice, probably more than three times saying, okay, what is the lesson? First of all, what's the message here? Is this for me? Is this message meant for me? And then what is the lesson? And now let me peel out some all the goodness. Now don't get it twisted. That was between stomping and throwing a tantrum. And I didn't do this in front of anyone because I honestly, a lot of times, how you want to vent to a friend or a family member. Sometimes that could get a little bit too much, especially if you're venting to the same person all the time. It could be a bit too much for them. You don't know how they're able or if they're able to really reconcile that low vibe energy. And I don't want to be always courting into people with that frequency. Like it's one of those things, the more you know, the more you need to do better. So I went straight to my guides, the Most High, and I fussed and cussed and carried on. I cried. I mean, ugly cried. I was like, what's going on? Why do I feel like this? It's not even that big of a deal. And some of it was. And I understand that I'm in this phase of evolving, like a different stage of evolution. Like we all evolve. But there are times where you have these growing pains, where there's another phase of evolution and the old you dies off and the new you emerges. And it's just a consistent thing, which is why life does this. It's like this ebb and flow. And it's all for the good. It's all for the evolution. And I knew this, and I was like, I'm gonna feel these feelings. I'm gonna hoop and holler, carry on, whine and cry, stomp, cuss, and what else can I do? And I do that, and I allow myself to do it and just get it out and purge. I mean, literally, like ugly cry. Had to get in my goddess bath, salt bath and meditate in there, allow a lot of that energy to roll out in there. And this is just, I'm sharing all this because this is the stuff that actually works. And if I'm feeling really like out of it, then you know what? I don't, are you guys talking? Hey there. How you doing? But a lot of times when it gets tough, I might throw in some other modalities, drumming, to raise my vibrational frequency. Now, there were some questions that came about where people were asking, well, should I converse and engage with my guides when I'm feeling like those low vibrational frequencies? Because the thing is when you are asking questions and stuff, or if you happen to be a channel or things like that, if you are in a lower vibe and you're wallowing in that vibe, then there are spirits there that will help support you in that lower vibration. So I like to rest in a higher vibe, even though I'm being human. I'll ask for the guidance from my guides. I don't avoid having conversations with them when I'm in that space. There's a lot of times when I'm in that space, and when we are in that space, that's when we need the help. And so it's okay to rely and ask for guidance and things like that. But at the same time, if you're wallowing and if you are trying to seek guidance and you're not doing the work to get back into a higher frequency where you're constantly falling back into doubt or worry or you're not really releasing whatever is going on and accepting the help, then that's when you get into that area where a lot of people are concerned, where they'll say, well, how do you know you're not talking to something that's not of the highest good? You're not communicating with a being that is not of the highest good. Well, that's how is when you are wallowing down there. There's all kinds of spirits and all kinds of beings and things like that, but you're going to get a match to your frequency. That's how it works. So if you are in the, I would say, in the trenches, however, in the process, and also have the desire to get back to your baseline of a higher frequency, then you're good to go with asking for help. And that's what I did. I was like, look, I need help. I need a crutch right now. This is tough. And just help me. What are my next steps? What are my next steps? What do I need in order to heal myself? What do I need in order to help me release this? And I had a pure desire to want those things. I see some verbiage. Let me go in here and check. This phone is so small. All right, let me go back. Hey, Leah. Thank you. Welcome in, loved ones. Hi, September. Thank you. And hello, Mr. Sigma. I'm sending everyone love. It's okay, you guys. It's fine. You meet everything with love. Everything is holy. Okay? Everyone is entitled to their opinions. And you have to remember too, it's hard for me to get like completely offended because the truth is people are going to show you how they feel about themselves. Whatever they say to you, whether it's with love, with kindness, or the opposite, it is really based on what they truly feel about themselves on the inside. And a lot of times when I get comments like that, I see it as someone who is seeking love. And you're in the right spot. So I'm sending love to you. No matter what. There's nothing you can do about it. So it's okay. Just, let that slide. And if it gets ridiculous, we can always block. But sending love to one and all. Hi, Detroit man. It's okay. Thank you, Chrisia. Did I say your name right? It's okay. Send it love. Yes. And karma is good and bad, and it is neither. The thing with the law of cause and effect, everything that you do is going to have an immediate effect. That's why you just have to be careful out here and choose love at all times. If you are not always choosing love, then you're going to receive that back. And that's just how it is. And that's okay too, because that is the experience that the person wishes to have in this moment. Okay. Let me see. Are there any others? These little bitty. Thanks, you guys, for coming in. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Hey, content consumer. The answer is within you. Ask yourself. Don't ask me because it has nothing to do with me. In the meantime, I am going to let you guys go. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your comments and your love. And until the next time, live simply and be kind. Do not sweat the small stuff. Lead with love always, okay? All right.